Violent crime in North Minneapolis has fallen to pre-pandemic levels, and law enforcement leaders say a focus on Minneapolis street gangs is a big reason why. Lou Raguse sat in on the second major RICO trial today and explains how federal prosecutors are approaching gangs like the mafia.
This is the second major RICO trial where federal prosecutors are treating Minneapolis street gang members the same as members of the mob. In the first trial, all the defendants were found guilty on all counts. Today, the jury heard testimony from a cooperating defendant, a former gang member, about how the highs operate.
These three men, Dantrell Johnson, Gregory Hamilton, and Keon Pruitt, are allegedly members of the Highs Street Gang, which claims territory in Minneapolis north of West Broadway and feuds with rival members of the Lowe's Gang, whose territory is south of West Broadway. In their federal trial for RICO, prosecutors are showing the jury evidence of drug trafficking and murder they argue these defendants committed for the benefit of their gang. For example, a Highs gang member was murdered outside the Winter gas station, a Highs hangout, in August 2021. At a memorial that grew, prosecutors say the three defendants and others plotted revenge. The jury saw this footage of the defendants the next day finding Darrell Wells, who they thought was the killer, at Skyline Market, a Lowe's hangout. Prosecutors told the jury these images show the defendants chasing Wells outside and murdering him in the street as retaliation. And as it turned out, the prosecution says Wells was not even affiliated with a gang. Highs member Jovan Knight, who's already pleaded guilty to RICO, testified about that shooting and others to help prosecutors. But his cross-examination helped the defense when he said the Highs are loosely organized without leaders.
These gang members behave just like traditional mob members.
After former U.S. Attorney Andy Lugar initiated the strategy to charge street gang members with RICO, the law that was used to take down the mob, crime stats show violence in North Minneapolis has dropped to within pre-pandemic levels.
So that is evidence that this strategy is working.
MPD Chief Brian O'Hara and others credit the RICO charges.
These three defendants are already serving the next 19 years in prison after being convicted in state court. If they're convicted in federal court here, they could face up to life. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Lou.